Yeah, Preeti Mataji, go ahead. You want to say something?
No. By mistake, I got late.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So I think our
Yeah,
Bhashwati Mataji is here. Why not we have the auspicious Jai Radha Madhava from Mataji? How about that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, how are you, Prabhuji?
Oh, very good, very good. I'm not experienced to give all of you much of a spiritual knowledge, but one thing material I can share, never come to Delhi in winter. That much I can tell you.
Yeah, it's very cold. Once a long time ago, I went there during January for a conference. Prabhu, I had that experience. It's very cold, freezing cold.
Yeah.
Oh, Prabhuji, when are you coming back, Prabhuji?
I'll be back around on the 15th or the 16th, Mataji. I'm trying to change my...
Then you will miss my satsang, Prabhuji.
Oh, I don't know. I saw I know Maharaj is coming. It's a very auspicious event, Mataji. Firstly, Haribol to you for hosting this wonderful program.
Yes, Prabhuji. First time, Prabhuji.
Whatever blessing you receive, just share a little bit with me then later on,
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Sure.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Haribol. Bhashwati Mataji, you want to begin?
Yeah. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Bharadhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Bharadhari Jaya Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tirabanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Mataji, wonderful. That set the right mood for reading Bhagavad Gita. Devotees, we shall now recite the very auspicious Mangalacharan. Give me a second here. Who can do this, Mataji? Prabhus and Matajis. Preeti Mataji, are you familiar with this kind of a Mangalacharan reading?
No, Sridhar. No,
Oh.
Prabhu. I'm like new to all these things.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all, Mataji. We are all new actually because Krishna is so vast, infinite. We are all trying to understand a little bit about Krishna. I'm seeing our Ruby Mataji here. Mataji, would you like to recite Mangalacharan?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Lord Gurishta Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, Haribol. Very
Om Akyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmya Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyaham Dadati Swapadantikam. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथनुतं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखानुतमश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna Mataji, that was really wonderful. Very nice recitation. Very wonderfully done. Haribol. So, devotees, we are on chapter 13. It's a little complex technical chapter, but we have to understand little bit of technicalities. Even if you buy something like a very material gadget like iPhone, there are so many features in an iPhone. So many of them, even the manufacturer, we don't know if they know it. There are so many capabilities. And so many third parties, they come and they explain it little more. But as a good, efficient user, we should have some intelligence to how to use it. What is the home screen? How can I go to mail? How do I send messages? So many things in it. How can I get to internet? So same thing, this Krishna is so vast. He's everything. We cannot confine him to one particular kind of a definition, which he has already explained in chapters 9, 10, 11, 12. And 11, he has also shown the form, the Vishwarupa form. It's limitless. So it's very, very difficult to completely understand. But what Krishna is saying that if one has got a proper consciousness, they can understand. Is fine. I mean, in chapter 18 is very important, which will come in the next few days. Krishna is saying, Bhaktya Mam Abhijanate. This may seem complex, but if you have the very good, loving, sincere, devotional mindset, Bhaktya, Mam Abhijanate, that person can understand what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, this will all go above our head. Too much technicalities. So, very brief recap, devotees, if I may, what is happening in chapter 13. Okay. So, chapter 11, Krishna has shown the universal form. And then, obviously, Arjuna is still in a big kind of a state of confusion, fear. He's again gone to kind of a chapter 2 level. He doesn't know what he's looking at because Krishna is so vast. But he has got now this question. He's asking 6 topics in one question, actually. That is 13.1. What is Prakriti? We are all talking about material nature. We don't know the full components of material nature. What is Prakriti? What is Purusha? What is Kshetra? What is Kshetrajna? Prakriti means material nature. The 3 modes especially, then the duality, then there are many, many elements to the Prakriti. Purusha, Krishna has already established the fact that he is the Purusha. Whoever enjoys, they are the Purusha. In the material world, in a very relative term, men are considered Purusha. That's not correct because it's just relative. And in today's world, there is nothing called men and women. Everybody wants to enjoy. But the real enjoyer, Krishna has said, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam. He is the enjoyer, ultimate enjoyer. So if you understand that, this Prakriti is there, material nature. Krishna is the enjoyer, not me, not my sense gratification. Kshetra is this body. Krishna has done a very, very unique thing here. He has put us in this Prakriti. And in the current verse that we're going to read, 13, 6 and 7, he's going to much more explain what is this material nature. Then he says, he has also added the spiritual aspect of it, a component of him, which is the Jivatma. The Jivatma is part and parcel of the Paramatma, which is Krishna. So material nature is there, very complex. Then it has got the most highest level of Krishna's energy, which is the spiritual energy as Jivatma. And now he's saying, you come out of this. Very difficult. It's like somebody has thrown us in the middle of the ocean. The ocean is the material Prakriti, material nature. And Krishna is saying, come out of this, but come out completely dry. Don't bring any material. Don't bring any water. It's almost impossible. We cannot do it by ourselves. So that's what he's saying. He has given us this body to do all those material activities. And here is where all the experiences have happened, the Kshetrajna. And thus the Jnana is the understanding. That is what is the chapter 13 and the following chapters all about. What is happening with this? What is the material nature? What am I supposed to do? And then the Nayam is the object of knowledge. Jnana is different from Nayam. In a way, Jnana is the knowledge and Nayam is the subject of the knowledge, the object. Like an MD, a doctor studies a subject and the object of that subject is medicine to give cure to the patient. That is the ultimate thing. So in all these things, devotees, the common element is Krishna. From Krishna's energy only comes Prakriti. Krishna here is the enjoyer. Krishna has given us this material body. Krishna has also given us that experiences, the 24 in 6 and 7. Krishna is going to give us the 24 elements of what is happening in Kshetrajna. Then Jnana also he has given us enough intelligence. This human body is very, very rare, devotees. The consciousness, the intelligence, the intellect, and the consciousness, animals also do have in a very limited way. But the human form is perfectly suited to understand what Krishna is saying. Then Nayam, that Krishna, what is the purpose of knowing all this thing? Ultimately, we have to ask, right? What is that? Okay, I'm going to read all this, but what am I going to, what is it going to do to me? We understand that Krishna is the knowledge. So the most knowledgeable person, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, the most successful person is one who understands Krishna. That is the utmost intelligent. We can have a bachelor's degree, we can have a master's degree, we can be PhD, we can have doctorate. Everything is good. Those are all relative. The highest intelligence, knowing Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So with the devotees, there is actually one more. Let us see. Yeah. In verse 5, Krishna is also talking about 5 stages of realization. 5. First one is Annamaya. Very basic. Every living entity is looking for food. So animals, they don't have really a function. They just wake up whenever they want. First thing they look for is food. What can they get to eat? That is a very low level, but that is also a part of realization. Those animals, sometimes most of the human beings also act as animals. They are just interested, they just eat, Then comes Pranamaya. Then understanding that how all the living symptoms of different life species and form. Then Jnana Maya, one more step higher realization. What is, again, that is what is chapter 13 about. Then Vijnana Maya, realization that there is something more than the gross elements. Everybody eats, everybody sleep, everybody has got some sense enjoyment, everybody has got some natural tendency to protect themselves. That does not mean devotees that Annamaya is lower quality. It is an understanding. You should not just concentrate on food. Food is also very important, which we consider as prasadam. Having adequate prasadam is a very good, nice spiritual activity. But the final thing is Anandamaya. That happens only when we get connected with the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, even at the highest level of self-realization, you will only attain that Vijnana Maya without this nectar of the loving relationship with Krishna. That's the ultimate thing. That's why Krishna is again and again is giving the emphasis to bhakti. Even in chapter 12, he has mentioned so many times that the Bhaktiman is very dear to me. Very important. His final verse in chapter 18, Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakto, is not saying anything about other. Not that they are inferior, but he's saying these are all very, very dear to me. Why? Because he wants us to enjoy this also, the Anandamaya, to be with Krishna, to understand Krishna, to serve Krishna and his devotees. That nectar we will not get in the other forms of whatever yoga path we choose. So devotees, having said that, let us go back to our current discussion for today. It's actually a 2 verse, 6 and 7, quite a bit of reading we may have. It's a nice opportunity for all of us to read. Why not? We have quite a few devotees today. Why not each, there may be about 6 devotees, each one can read one verse. We will read it 3 times, so that gives an opportunity for 6 devotees to recite. So devotees, shall we begin?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
May I read Prabhuji?
Yeah, read the first verse of the two parts, okay, Prabhu? So other devotee can read the second part.
Only one part, Prabhuji?
No, there are 2 verses here, Prabhu, 6 and 7 together.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. All glories Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Mahabhutani ahankaro buddhir avyaktam evacha indriyani dasaikam cha pancha sendriya gocharaha ichaha dev.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. Can somebody else read the second verse?
Okay, Prabhuji. Pranam. Sorry, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I can try, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Please,
Krishna
Prabhu.
Pranam. Icha desho sukho dukkham sangataschetana dhriti eto kshetrang samaseno sabikaram udaritam. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Couple more devotees, 6 and 7. One devotee can read 6 and another 7.
Yeah, I can read Prabhuji.
Okay.
Mahabhutani ahankaro buddhiravyaktamev cha indriyani daisakam cha pancachendriya gocharaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I can read the next one.
Okay.
Ichha desha sukham dukham sanghasta chetana dhritihi etat kshetram samasena savikaram udaritam.
Very nice, Mataji. Couple more devotees.
Hare Krishna. I'm reading that part.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji. Please.
महाभूतने अहङ्कारो बुधिर अव्यक्तम एव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च पंचचेन्द्रिय गोचरा.
Very nice, Mataji. Very good. One more.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Harini Mataji, you wanted to read? Or you're in the hospital?
No, Prabhuji, I'm at home. Yeah. Can I read first one, Prabhuji? Maha.
Second one.
Ichcha dvesa sukham dukham sarikhatha sithana drithi ita kshetram samasina sabikaram udratam. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I tried.
You tried
Back
very
to
well,
Prabhu.
Mataji. That was very good.
Back to
Okay.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Very
Prabhuji.
good. Subal Prabhuji. Prabhu, I have some electricity problem today. So if I
Oh.
get disconnected, please continue. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. No
Okay.
problem.
So who can read synonym and translation, devotees?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
Synonyms: Mahabhutani, the great elements; Ahankaraha, false ego; Buddhi, intelligence; Abhyaktam, the unmanifested; Eva, certainly; Cha, also; Indriyani, the senses; Dasa ekam, 11; Dasa ekam, 11; Cha, also; Pancha, 5; Cha, also; Indriya gocharaha, the objects of the senses: Ichha, desire; Dvesa, hatred; Sukham, happiness; Dukham, distress; Sangataha, the aggregate; Chetana, living symptoms; Dhriti, conviction; Etat, all this; Khetram, the field of activities; Samasena, in summary; Savikaram, with interactions; Udratam, exemplified. Translation: The five great elements: false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, and the mind; the 5 sense subjects: desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life symptoms, and convictions. All these are considered in summary to be the field of activities and its interactions. Hare Krishna.
Very nice reading, Mataji. Hari Bol. Kush Prabhu, would you like to read the first paragraph of the purport? If you can.
Yes, Hare Krishna, sure. Sure. From all the authoritative statements of the great sages, the Vedic hymns, and the aphorisms of the Vedanta Sutra, the components of this world can be understood as follows. First, there are earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These are the 5 great elements, Mahabhuta. Then there are false ego, intelligence, and the unmanifested stage of the 3 modes of nature. Then there are 5 senses for acquiring knowledge: the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Then 5 working senses: voice, legs, hands, anus, and genitals. Then above the senses, there is the mind, which is within and which can be called the sense within. Oh, sorry, I have an alarm going on.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay, be safe, Prabhu.
There's an alarm right now. If you can wait or move on to someone else.
Okay, sure. Please. Devotees, can someone continue from therefore?
I can continue,
Please.
Prabhuji. Go ahead, Prabhuji. Mataji, go ahead.
Go ahead, Preeti Mataji.
Therefore, including the mind, there are 11 senses altogether. Then there are the 5 objects of the senses: smell, taste, form, touch, and sound. Now, the aggregate of these 24 elements is called the field of activity. If one makes an analytical study of these 24 subjects, then he can very well understand the field of activity. Then there are desire, hatred, happiness, and distress, which are interactions, representation of the 5 great elements in the gross body. The living symptoms, represented by consciousness and convictions, are the manifestation of the subtle body, mind, ego, and intelligence. These subtle elements are included within the field of activities.
Very nice, Mataji. We have a couple more smaller paragraphs. Someone else would like to read? Maybe Subal Prabhuji, you haven't read. You want to read?
Sure, Prabhuji. The 5 great elements are a gross representation of a false ego, which in turn represents the primal stage of false ego, technically called the materialistic conception or tamasa buddhi. Intelligence in ignorance. This further represents the unmanifested stage of 3 modes of material nature. The unmanifested modes of the material nature are called pradhana. You want me to continue, Prabhuji, or somebody?
Yeah, I think everybody has read, looks like a little bit. So why don't you conclude? We can discuss it.
Sure.
I think Mataji wanted to read.
Okay,
Shalini,
who?
Shalini Mataji.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Shalini Mataji, I didn't see you. Haribol.
Haribol, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
You can read the last 2 paragraphs.
Sure, Prabhuji. One who desires to know the 24 elements in detail along with their interactions should study the philosophy in more detail. In Bhagavad Gita, a summary only is given. The body is the representation of all these factors, and there are changes of the body, which are 6 in number. The body is born, it grows, it stays, it produces byproducts, and it begins to decay, and at the last stage, it vanishes. Therefore, the field is non permanent material thing. However, the Kshetragna, the knower of the field, its proprietor, is different. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Shalini Mataji, any thoughts? Then we can take some comments from other devotees also.
I think so. This is very technical, Prabhuji. It will be helpful if somebody who knows a lot can explain about this. What I'm understanding basically from the 2 parts that I've learned is that this knowledge that that Krishna is sharing over here, basically only a synopsis is given over here in Bhagavad Gita. But if somebody wants to know more, then they have to read. Was it Vedanta Sutra?
Yes, Vedanta Sutra. It's also called Brahma Sutra.
Brahma Sutra.
Upanishad. Yeah.
Upanishad, yes. There more details are given. And then in the last paragraph, Prabhupada explains that basically the body goes through the various stages and ultimately vanishes and is non-permanent. But the Kshetragna, that is the Chetna or the consciousness, that is different, and that is permanent. The soul is it doesn't it cannot be killed or destroyed in any way. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Very nice, Mataji. Let's begin from here. Preeti Mataji, you want to say something on whatever you read, or?
I understood in a way like we have so many senses and like our body features, all these things, but these all can be vanished. But like the Krishna is something like that we belong to. That is the content like I understood from this paragraph.
Very good, Mataji. That's a very good understanding. That's the right thing. Yeah. There are so many, Krishna is detailing the 24 elements of the material. We have some gross element, some subtle elements. We even don't know all this thing, how it works. And the issue here is We may think I'm going to get rid of one. From tomorrow or maybe from tonight, I will not have jealousy. I'm making a determination. I will not feel envy or jealousy about anybody else. But what about the other 23 elements? Krishna is saying that you have to be equipoised. No sukha dukkam. How are you going to be in that situation? So the person who has controlled all these 24 elements, he can be considered as a sannyasi. So Krishna is giving here an opportunity. Either you read something like the Vedanta Sutra, which is very technical. And each one of this, what are the Mahabhutani, the 5 elements, right? The earth, water, fire, air, ether. Each one of them, you can spend our lifetime on trying to understand what's happening. But our body is made up of all these things. What is false ego? If there is a false ego, if there is a real ego, is there a true ego? That is called the real intelligence. That is that Anandamaya. That is what is Krishna Prema, the real intelligence, knowing Krishna. Srila Prabhupada used to quote this verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita quite often. Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktiru Uchyate. Meaning, all the senses that we have, Rishikesha is the owner, Lord Krishna. And if we offer that all these activities Krishna, then we will become perfect. Otherwise, individually, it's not possible. Can we really tackle the sukham dukkam by ourselves? Again, going back to like in the person who is been thrown in the middle of the ocean, can he come out of there by himself? No. There's no way. Even the best of swimmer, he cannot come because the ocean is so fat. And these 24 elements are going to come and attack us all the time, constantly. That is what is Krishna is saying here as the unmanifested. All the senses, the combination is going to come in the 3 modes of nature. What are the 3 modes of nature? The sattva, the rajas, the tamas, combined with the duality. All the time we have different feelings. In the morning, I was very good. I was very happy. My new year has begun very nicely. Today is 5th. I've really been having wonderful new year. Suddenly, somebody said something about you, some negative comment. Everything is gone. All your mood is upset. Or something did not happen the way you wanted it to happen. Some unfavorable. There is nothing called unfavorable. It is just your mind that is active. So Krishna is saying, balance it out. Bring that kind of a stability in your mind that you understand that these elements are going to come and attack us all the time. So devotees, I just created this sheet. Let us see if this will help us to understand a little more. So devotees, here is all the 24 elements. This is what is the Vedanta Sutra is talking about. It starts from all this, the 5 gross elements. Let's see if I can get my pen here. Turn on the pen laser pointer. Okay. So here, if you can read this, devotees. Oh, Krishna. So here we have all the earth is the thickest gross element that we have. Water. It becomes, the more and more you go higher, devotees, in this picture, if you can see, this is what we are made up of, all these 24 elements. But these are all very, very heavy. The earth, as we know, we are made up a combination of all these 5 Panchabhutas. The more when you come out of this, because you have the subtle elements also, like your mind, intelligence, and intellect, and so on. So the more and more, and some of them are karma endriyas. Some of them are jnana endriyas. Endriyas means the tools, the organs. And then the mind itself, has got several components. Then it is all controlled by the three gunas. The sattva guna, the raja guna, the tama guna. And this is all controlled by the ego, ahankar. So if somebody is want to just have, let us say, I'm going to hear only good things. Very good. That's a great determination. But are you going to taste everything bad? Are you going to see everything bad? Everything is lost. One simple downfall in any of these elements will pull you down, devotees. So it's almost literally impractical. It's very difficult, but possible. Krishna is saying, what is he saying in chapter 6? Aham sayo mahabhavo. He is telling Arjuna, yes, Arjuna, I agree. This is very difficult. It's not easy. But abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena grahayate. Abhyasa, practice makes a man perfect. And vairagya, detachment. Detachment with what? You cannot be detached in this material world, because this material world consists of all these 24 elements. You have to be attached, but we can attach it with Krishna. The problem is that we are not doing that. We are attaching ourselves to the sense, all the sense activities. So we are caught up here, the Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, again and again. So the higher we go, we understand whatever we are, it's all the false ego. The proper ego is Krishna consciousness. I am a small entity, part and parcel of Krishna. I'm definitely an entity of Krishna, but very small. And my job is to understand Krishna, serve him. Because in a big, large machine or in a large mechanism, a small screw, the role of the screw is to just support the larger mechanism. You cannot become the larger mechanism. We should not even try. But that is what we are trying. We are trying to become God. I want to control everything. I want to manage everything. I want to be the enjoyer. So devotees, let us take some more comments on this. So, Baldesa Prabhu, anything you want to add?
Just in case, can I just ask something? Prabhuji, what is this
Yeah.
red box means? 1, 2 to 6, 12 to 14.
This is, they are referring to the some of the chapters, Mataji. No, not the chapter, but these are all the 24 elements. They have split that like this, This is the highest element, the one.
Okay, it's divided in this
Yeah,
part.
yeah, and yeah, different parts.
Here's one devotee asked to the table, if possible. Kush Prabhuji asked.
Will you be able to share this diagram?
Yeah. I will. You are part of that Vedic group, Prabhu, WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group.
I'm in the ISKCON Tampa community.
Okay, you are in the ISKCON. Prabhuji, I can send you a link to join our Vedic. There is a group called Vedic Scriptures where we just post about
I see.
Gita.
Okay.
If you can please become a member of that, maybe every now and then we post some of the relevant discussion on the Bhagavad Gita. I'll definitely post this, okay?
Okay. I sent request for it just now. WhatsApp request.
Subal Prabhu can add you just instantly.
Yeah, sure. Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Yeah, Haribol.
You posted your number, Prabhuji?
No, I requested to join, but I'll post my number in the
Okay. Yeah. I just uploaded.
Okay.
Okay, so devotees, again, this is all very technical. This has to be read under the proper a person who is good, well versed in this. Our Shastras, if you look at it, the basic four Vedas, the Rig, Sama, Yajur, Atharva, it talks a lot about the qualities, the hymns, the mantras, the chanting. They're not giving a specific form, or it does not relate to one specific personality. Okay. Then the Upanishad has got 108 Upanishad. Out of that, commonly in the recent past, I would say in the several centuries, about 11 of them are very, very important. They are not really following because it's not possible to follow all the 108. Then follows the Puranas, 18 Puranas, with many, many verses. I think the total of all the Puranas might be 500,000 verses. It talks a lot more about the personality. Okay, now we have given the qualities of a person, and the Puranas much more explain who is that person, how he comes in different forms, and who is the final source of those forms. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Etesya amsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. There are unlimited forms, unlimited appearances, unlimited reincarnation. But who is the source? Finally, there should be a source also. From where did Prakriti come? Prakriti cannot just come from Jnana. There has to be, see here, if you see the Purusha, Vedanta Sutra stops here at the Atman level. This is called Brahman realization. Okay, very good. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Brahman is Krishna only. But even that, can this Brahman, I am a Brahman, part and parcel of it. Can I create a Prakriti in a limited way? But can I create this kind of a manifestation of 14 levels of universe, not one, infinite? Can I create a sun? Can I create a moon with my just Atma? I won't be able to do that. But collectively, and that collectively has also got a soul. That is what is Bhagavan. That is very important. Vedanta Sutra doesn't really discuss about Bhagavan. Vedanta Sutra stops at consciousness, which is Brahman. But devotees are so given an opportunity to understand everything. What is Brahman? What is Paramatma? Without Bhagavan, nothing will function. But they are all there. They are all integrated. Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, you cannot separate them. Like you cannot separate the sun and the sun rays and the heat. You cannot separate them. Preeti Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, I have a doubt here. So this organic part, the mind, Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, I understood that these all, if you like control or do the good, like the next level is like going to the consciousness of Brahman. But this inorganic, the seed of ether, wind, light, fire, this all like how we are connected. I don't understand this part.
Okay, it is said that, sorry, go ahead.
Like how it is like related with us for the Krishna consciousness.
Okay, very good. Who can explain this? Maybe Subal Prabhu, you want to try? I mean, I can also try, but I think we all can take turn.
Yes, Prabhuji,
How
you
is
please.
the Panchabhuta related to the overall elements?
Prabhuji,
Sure. Go ahead, Bashut Mati.
Prabhuji, what I heard is that our soul is floating in this Panchabhuta and also Bhumi, Apo, Anul, Vayu. So this earth, water, air, fire and ether. And we are floating in, our soul is floating in this 5 Panchabhutas. Mataji. This is subtle elements, and these subtle elements always go with the soul. So that's my understanding, Mataji. And this and the soul is always Krishna conscious, but the body, we forgot that our relationship with Krishna. That's why in this material world, so that way we are related to this subtle elements. That's my maybe it's I don't know whether Mataji.
Thank you. I thank you. I got the point in a way, like organic the things which are mentioned is like for body, and the inorganic one is like related to the soul. Did I understand right?
Mataji, actually, all this is part and parcel of our body. But the
Okay.
body, see, if you look at the gross element, which are the five, everything is inside our body also. The Vayu is, in some fashion. It is not a hurricane, but a small portion of Vayu is inside our body. There is a fire also inside our body, which is called digestion. Whatever we eat, the fire digests. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Mataji.
No. Sorry. Like I was saying, like that. Sorry.
Yeah, so this five gross elements also makes part and parcel of our body. This is all the field of activities, entire thing. But these are all gross, these are all subtle. We may not be able to see so much of them. For example, they say we are in one way, we are fortunate we cannot see the mind. Because the mind has got so many things going on, others cannot see. It's very subtle. So the more the person who is self-realized is above all this thing. That does not mean he will not have a material body. He will. But he has understood that his original position is Atma here. He is also Purusha, the person who has perfectly understood. But what is happening in our current situation, we are stuck here in the lowest level, in the gross element level. And some of the Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, we do it just mechanically. For example, hearing, we just hear. I like some music, I'm just going to keep on hearing. Then I don't like, I stop it. But what should we hear? What will make my hearing eternally sound good? What will taste? How can I make it eternally good? And above all, trying to understand who am I. That is the entire purpose of this Vedanta Sutra. To understand all this thing is good. But finally, the outcome of all these things, who am I? Am I all this 24 element? Or I am something, it's also Atma is also part of the element. But am I the Atma? The person who understands Atato Brahma Jignasa. This is the first verse of Vedanta Sutra. That means the person who understands that who am I, he has already crossed the spiritual path almost 70-80%. Then now everything is clear. Oh, I'm not this body. But we are not there yet. Because of these three modes of nature, even though at times we understand we are Atma, but this comes and challenges us every moment. So Krishna is saying, come out of this, come to this level, cross the ahankar. The ahankar is controlling all three modes. But this is the material nature. Krishna has created this. We cannot change it. I cannot say, Krishna, make everything taste good, spiritually good, eternally. But that depends on us. That is where we have to use all these elements towards crossing this ahankar, ego. Replace it with love for God. Replace it with Krishna consciousness. That is the true ego. This is the false ego. False ego is, I am everything, I want to enjoy. True ego is, Krishna is everything, I want to serve Krishna. Simple. It's not that simple, because again, all the other 22, 23 elements will come and it will not allow us to do that. Krishna has created this kind of a Olympic, manifestation where, you have to become a very ace athlete, ace jnani, bhakta, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakta yoga. The ultimate purpose is you understand who you are. And Acharyas are saying the best way to do that is become a devotee, try to do devotional services with pure mind. That is very important, devotee. Just saying I am a bhakta, I am a devotee, I am part and parcel of ISKCON, I chant, I started changing my life. So these are all very good, amazing steps. But if you're not pure in your consciousness, meaning you have to remove this ego. Once if you remove the ego, you're very close to your original constitutional quality, which is Atma, pure. Atma is always pure. It has already passed all this thing because it is Krishna. It is a little bit, tiny bit, but very significant, but part and parcel of Krishna. So the goal is, how can we become that? Devotees, we can sit down, try, practice this every day and night, but Krishna is telling the most efficient, easiest bhakti, Krishna consciousness. Try to understand him. Like I mentioned that verse, Rishikesa Sevanam. Try devotional service. Then all these organs will automatically get purified. Your ahankar will go away. You are no more thinking. When the devotees, they celebrate, let's say, a festival. Devotees, our festivals are going to begin very soon. Nityananda Trayodasi, Gaur Purnima, Ram Navami, Narsimha Chaturthasi. And when we participate, slowly our ahankar all goes away. We are not doing it for ourselves. It's not a Bollywood show. It's not a social club activity where I want to do my best. We are going to do. We are going to sing. We are going to dance more vigorously, but not for me, for Krishna. I know, devotees, this needs a much more experienced explanation, but at least what we should understand is that these are all true. These are all scientific. This is not just something said, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna came. No, these are all very practical. Science acknowledges all this element. They may give a different terminology, but we have a mind. We have, certain tools in our body that we use for jnana, certain things for karma. Then these three modes of nature is there. It's always there. Even in a day, from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m., it is called sattva. There is an energy. We all feel it. When we wake up in the morning, we feel much more fresh than late night. Then from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the Rajaguna. We want to do some activity. We go on work. Kids go to school. We bring them back. A lot of family interaction. Then Tamo is little bit relaxation. You don't do much. All these Indriyas, you put it under control, technically. But everything has been messed up in Kali Yuga. People are working in the evening. People are working in the late night, 24 hours stores. They're sleeping during daytime. They're not even, God knows what they're doing from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. The bars are open. Some bars are 24 hours. Some people are coming out of casino at 4 a.m. What kind of energy? Because there is an energy. It is not the best time to do those things. The best time in the morning is to do spiritual activity. That is the nature. You may not will be willing to accept Krishna, but you have to accept nature, right? You cannot go against nature. Devotees, we have few more moments. Why don't we take more comments and thoughts? Raghu Prabhu?
Yeah, you have explained everything very well. And basically, we have to come out of this. We have to. The mind is what gets us into the problem, but the mind is also what will get us out of it. And I think if we can use our mind to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and then uh, focus on the form of the Lord, the name and the form of the saint. So then the mind is slowly cleansed, and then we slowly start getting out of this cycle, I think. Those are some thoughts. Thank you, Rohit.
Yeah, we have to get out of this very vicious cycle, devotees. The vicious cycle is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Unless you cross this ego, we are going to be stuck. There is no way. We can try. People say, okay, I want to be a good person. That's very good. But can you come out of all this thing? Suddenly something goes wrong. I'm moved out. My mood is off. What happened? What is mood? Because something does not happen according to our whatever we are thinking, we consider everything as unfavorable. But we have to come out of it. We have to understand that whatever is arranged by Krishna, I'm going to accept it. Then everything is happy. A servant is not too much worried about the master's arrangements. The master must be planning massive things. I'm going to open several stores. The servant is okay, very good. I'll be part of it. That's how it. But once, if you think you are going to manage everything, all the stress, all those elements come and attack us. Easiest way, surrender to Krishna. And Krishna will give you all the intelligence. He will take care of the mind. He will take care of the jnanendriyas. He will take care of all these 24 elements. That is the easiest and efficient way. Or you can take the other very difficult path of studying each one of this. It may take several lifetimes and still may not be able to reach here. Or you take Bhakti Yoga, very efficient, understand who you are, part and parcel of Krishna, Sharanagati. Just surrender to Krishna. How do we do that? Srila Prabhupada has given a very nice format for that. Chant Krishna's name. Kalikale Namarupe Krishna Avatara. Krishna is there in the holy name. Follow the 4 very simple, practical, healthy lifestyle. Associate with devotees. Have prasadam. Don't eat anything. See here, we eat everything and anything. That is what is the material world going on. I'm shocked to see, right now I'm in India, devotees, shocked to see so many people have converted themselves into eating meat. Traditionally, India was like maybe 20-30% meat eaters and 70-80% what you call as a vegetarian. But now, it almost seems like 50-60% of the people are eating meat. So, why we should not eat meat? That is again a different philosophical, practical, scientific reasoning also. We can discuss that some other time. But let's take some more thoughts, if at all. Ruby Mataji, you want to say anything? Shalini Mataji, you didn't say much.
The
Yeah.
gist of what I understood from today's class is that controlling all of these 24 elements is very, very difficult. And for that, we have to read so many different, like Puranas, Upanishads, Vedas, and everything. And still, we may not be able to get to the point where we can overcome Ahankara. And unless we do that, there is no way to get out of this cycle of birth and death. So, the most efficient way is to take to Krishna consciousness and then surrender to Krishna. And then he will take care of all the elements mind, ego, ahankara, everything will go away. And chant and follow the four principles. Understood this much, Prabhuji? Can expand more.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. Absolutely. Yeah. This is the most efficient way. See, reading, understanding is one thing, and implementing, jnana, vijnana. How are you? Okay, you understood. You have to become a egoless person. But how do you become? Can you implement? Can you practice that? That's again another, some very, very elevated personality may be able to do it. Ultimately, even them, they have to go to the point of who they are. At that time, again, you have to come back to that, what we are starting with, that Krishna is everything. I want to serve Krishna. That is what is the ultimate realization. So, devotees, I think any final comments? Otherwise, we can conclude here. Kush Prabhuji, you want to say something? Are you okay, Prabhu, with your alarm?
Oh yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, very good. You want to share something or?
No, I don't really have much. No.
Okay. But we are very glad, Prabhu, you are participating.
Yeah,
We will
thank
all
you.
share. This is a group kind of study, and we'll try to do as much as we can. The best strength of our studying together is Srila Prabhupada's translation and purport. We are not creating anything by ourselves. We are following an acharya, a parampara, which has very well explained what this means. So, devotees, with that, we shall conclude here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. ISKCON Tampa Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Tampa Gita study ki jai. All goes to the assembled devotees. Devotees, we have a wonderful program this weekend. Where is Harini Mataji? Is she still here?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm here, Prabhuji.
You want to say something about the program, Mataji?
Yeah, so I am hosting the satsang this weekend, Friday, which is December 9th at 6 p.m. So Maharaj, Bhakti Maharaj is coming. So I would like to all the devotees to come and attend this satsang. And so I'm inviting all the devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dear devotees, what we are reading today, how do we come out of this ahankar? How do we cross? It's on the top. After so many gross and subtle elements, ahankar is sitting on the top. How do we? One way, associating with a very, very senior person who has already done that. All these senior sannyasis, they have left everything. They're nothing called themselves. They're left. They don't do anything for name, fame, or their family. Nothing. No attachment. So by associating with them, we can get little bit of taste of what Krishna is talking about. So please try to participate, devotees. Okay, we shall conclude now, devotees. Haribol, have a
Hare
wonderful.
Krishna, Dandot Pranam Prabhuji and Mataji.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.